Back to highlights of today's rowing from the World Championships, with Australia on the far side next to Italy, Austria, the reigning world champions, in lane 3, Germany lane 4, and Spain and Sweden on the near side. So Austria very much the crew to beat. Gold medalist in '93 in the Czech Republic. They repeated that triumph last year, and they, like Haining, are looking to make it 3 in a row.
The Spanish crew here, Robert, just drifting perilously close to the Germans there. Again, we're seeing with the crews having little difficulty, particularly in these coxless events, with this crosswind proving rather tricky for them. These coxless boats are most commonly steered by the stroke at the back of the boat here. The reason being that he can see behind him, and theoretically therefore on a straight course, if he's got a marker, he can just keep the stern of the boat on that and just pile straight down the course. You see there in the German boat the wires going to the foot of the stroke man. So the Spanish appear to have recovered. They're back on course, so to speak, as the quadruple sculls settle down now and get into their rhythm. In the body of this race, they have a great shot of the Australians. This is a magnificent discipline, I think. It's a pleasure to watch when you get a really drilled crew. It takes quite a significant step up in or alteration in sculling technique to move from a single scull into the quadruple scull, which is a very quick moving boat, second only to the 8s in speed. And to move efficiently in one of these boats, you really do need to be very quick indeed. And so it's almost like rowing with a sculling action. That's quite strange. However, the Austrian double world champions for the last 2 years, moving into a slight lead over Germany after they went through that 500-meter marker. And interestingly enough, they appear to be doing it not with a very significant push, but with a sustained increase of pace. All of the athletes in these 6 boats all weigh virtually the same. They're all, roughly speaking, 150 pounds, something like 70 kilograms. So they're very well matched, which is one of the reasons you often get very close racing in this. But that's a great shot of that Austrian quad there. Look at the connection at the catch and how quickly and how together those knees go down. They're being pushed hard by the Germans, who themselves have a very strong reputation in this, at both heavyweight and lightweight. A very strong sculling squad based in Hamburg, a club of the great Peter Michael Kolbe, a single sculler. But at the moment, it's Germany and Austria, European neighbours, and neighbours out on the course in lanes 3 and 4. Leading this field, and at the moment just being edged by Austria as they go through the 1,000-meter marker. Germany at the moment in silver medal position. There's a big push here from the Austrians as they start to move out. Something like a third of a length. Once again we see the push come at the 1,000-meter marker. So it remains to be seen whether the Germans have an answer for this, or whether they're happy to sit there for a while, let the Austrians burn themselves out, or so they hope, and try to mount a charge themselves, and they're ready for it. The Spanish quad there, it's a great shot down the boat. There's synchronization right there.
Well, the Germans unchanged from the crew that took the gold medal at Lucerne last month, but in fact Austria did not attend that regatta, and no doubt had other ideas about their training schedule, and have come together finally for the World Championship regatta, and are really making it look oh so easy as they move out 3/4 of a length ahead of Germany now. Over on the far side, it looks like the Italians who are handing on to the bronze medal position.
It's a wonderful shot of the coordination required to push this along. You look at this, absolutely perfect timing on the catch. Just hook on and drive the legs together, pushing this boat into this slight headwind. They have, like all great athletes, at the top of their game, they have that wonderful economy of effort and ease of movement that appears to give them just that little bit more time than those around them. It's a pleasure to watch a crew going as well as that Austrian quad. So as they go through the 1500-metre marker, those two crews remain in gold and silver position. It's the Austrians at the moment leading by about a length from the Germans next to them in lane 4. And if anything, the Austrians starting to draw slightly away. The Germans being pressed at the moment. I think it's the Italians coming through.
The Italians trying to maintain contact with the Germans there. So these are the three leading contenders, but once again we see the leading quad with the Austrian world champions going so perfectly. It all looks so easy when it's done very well, and conversely it all looks so awful when it's done badly, but that's not what we're seeing on the water here today. But the Italians in fact trying to come back hard on the Germans as we look across. It's not quite as close as it would seem from that diagonal shot, but a sustained push from the Italians. They're certainly not going to let the Germans get away lightly. There can't be much more than, I suppose, half a length in it. We'll get a better idea when they come level with the camera, but no doubt about the leaders as they come down to the finish in this grand final of the men's lightweight quads. It's the double world champions from Austria, who once again, as we've seen so often today, went out into the lead quite early on, hung on to that lead and just led the way home as they crossed the line for their third gold medal in succession. Germany silver and Italy take the bronze. Fourth place is Sweden, fifth across the line Spain, and the Australians sixth. In the lightweight men's quad sculls, and confirmation there of the result. Austria win in 6-9. Germany silver and Italy bronze.